From the L Word and Will and Grace to Paris is Burning and The Birdcage, there are so many TV shows and films featuring LGBTQ plus characters. And since Miss Rona is keeping us all inside, what better time than now to queue up some of our old and new favorites? Joining me now to discuss ET's picks of what to stream this Pride is our very own stream queen and our TV expert, Leanne Aguilera. Loving the rainbow, girl.
Thank you, Denny. Happy Pride. Be you, boo. How you doing?
I'm doing good. There's a lot to celebrate and a lot to watch, too.
There's so much to stream these days. And as you know, we at ET love to surround ourselves with pop culture junkies. So we went ahead and polled all of our coworkers and asked them to reveal their favorite picks. And here's what they had to say.
So this Pride, I'm going to revisit Madonna's Truth or Dare. It was the first time as a kid, even though I was way too young to be watching this, thank you, Mom, that I saw gay men portrayed in a positive light. And, you know, it kind of showed that if you follow your dreams, you could end up on tour with Madonna. And Madonna's one of the original gay allies. I think a lot of people try to erase the work she's done. She spoke out about the AIDS crisis before it was the popular thing to do.
He really cares about me.
We cannot celebrate Pride Month and streaming content without talking about Schitt's Creek and the impact of Schitt's Creek. David Rose was one of the first openly pansexual characters on television and gave us one of the greatest explainers of all time.
I do drink red wine, but I also drink white wine. Oh. And I've been known to sample the occasional rosé. And a couple summers back, I tried a Merlot that used to be a Chardonnay. Which got a bit complicated.
Okay, yeah, so you're just really open to all wines.
I like the wine and not the label.
Now, what's cool about this scene is that Emily Hampshire, who plays Stevie, who's in this scene, did not know what pansexuality was prior to the show, and now, years later, uses this metaphor as a way to explain her own pansexuality.
During Pride Month, I always have to rewatch one of my favorite movies, GBF.
It stands for... I know what it stands for.
Gay best friend.
My future GBF is just waiting to come out of the closet and tell me how fierce I am.
It follows a high schooler, Michael J. Willett, who comes to terms with his sexuality and realizes that the other cliques in high school are treating him differently because he's gay. It's sort of like a gay Mean Girls.
So fetch.
One of the things that really resonates with me about the movie is just how it doesn't take itself too seriously. It lets you look back at those awkward moments with your parents or tense decisions and lets you laugh at them.
Get it together, girl.
Do not call me that.
I meant like girl with a U. Girl.
Right now, I can't get enough of Sex Education on Netflix.
I'm worried about you, man. Everybody's either thinking about shagging, about to shag, or actually shagging.
The show doesn't seem to shy away from characters of all race, sexual orientation, and genders, and mixing it up. And it's not afraid to ask questions, and it's not afraid to be a little silly. And I'm just loving it.
Go talk to her. She's got a really cute smile. Amy, do you know how many girls are gonna be up your vagina next year?
One of the films that I watched recently was Booksmart, and I thought it was a great film because it took place in 2019, and I just feel like kids today are way more accepting of being LGBTQ than they were when I was growing up.
What?
There's a big plot point in the film where Caitlin Dever's character is having her first lesbian experience, and I just thought that was really cool because it wasn't the biggest plot point, but it wasn't so overlooked, and I just loved how gracefully they handled that.
So apparently there's a million single people in Chicago. I don't do the casual one-night thing very well.
FREEFORM's The Thing About Harry, which is actually the first queer rom-com in TV movie history. This movie has everything. It has romance, friendship, humor. It is so good, and you are in for a treat. I actually got to sit down with the stars, Jake and Nico, recently in our ET studios, and this is what they had to say discussing why this historic movie is so important.
One of the biggest parts of why I was so excited about the movie is that Sam, he's not only queer, he's super into politics. He wants to use his queerness to change the world, to make the world a better place.
I'm excited, Leanne, because there's a lot of new LGBTQ projects coming down the pipeline.
Oh my gosh, Denny, so many good new ones. The one that I'm most excited about right now is Love, Victor, and that is a new TV series coming to Hulu, and it is set in the exact same world as Love, Simon, and it follows a young high school freshman in the same high school who's trying to navigate his world and coming out when it's not so much of a picture perfect ideal setting. It is so sweet. It's got so much heart. I cannot wait for you to see it.
And I can't wait because also props to Hulu. This features a queer person of color, okay? So props all around. I can't wait for that.
It is so amazing. But if you are looking for even more things to stream this June, do not worry because there are brand new episodes of Stream Queens premiering each week on ET Live with new episodes on Thursdays.
That's right. Can't wait. Thanks, Leanne.
Thanks, Denny. Happy Pride.